As you do head on into it.
Thank you very much, Nat. Yeah, game 2 ready to go here. Bob, I mean, what do you sort of make of the lineups this time round? What do you think we're going to see that's going to be different from what we had in game 1?
Different overall. I mean, the game is... It's not going to be Watson having this like super insane game. I would imagine on the Slark should be a bit harder for him. That being said, though, for Liquid, their draft definitely falls into an issue, just like how good of a hero is Bloodseeker right now. But he is versus some really good matchups. So, sure, I think that I would like playing Liquid's draft overall again. Yeah, however, I think Entity, they've got Stormstormer's absolute best hero. So I think that's probably the best thing they have going for them. But again, I like what Liquid has. I think they've proven time and time again, at least, how this Rubik and Beast ends up working. Going for a little bit of a different one, going for the Bane with that Death Prophet and stuff like that. Yeah, it all works. I don't really like Chen. That's kind of like one of my big things. I don't know. This hero just feels underwhelming.
I mean, what is Chen good at? Sort of game that maybe won't or do they just have the answer to everything that they offer?
I mean, perhaps in some mid-game fights, the heal can also like really prove to some big problems in when you've got like if he does. I mean, but when they have the mech timing plus that Hand of God online inside of these mid-game team fights, there could be issues that Liquid runs into damage.
I guess he's going to be trying to get the shard, right?
Yes, that's the biggest thing. You want to get shard versus the Beastmaster to take away that ancient. I mean, we saw the other day that played it and he actually went like holy.
Focused, yeah. Holy luck. But and in that sense, in these sort of games, you kind of want to see the Chen trying their best to get that shard ASAP.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's just such a powerful thing to be able to do.
Yeah, as long as they're able to. Because the other day when we did see the Chen, I mean, if you remember that game. That was the 7.
He had some quick ones.
See what he's going to be able to do. Katomi still, I mean, his Tiny, he's amazing, so eyes on him, I think, to dictate pace of the early game. But this time, I feel like it's a little harder for him to just leave the bottom lane. Kobe was playing Darks here, where he was just like cutting creeps and doing all these type of shenanigans. It's a main Bloodseeker lane. This is a very oppressive lane. Bane, a very strong laner. You can set up for the Blood Rights, and you have to chase out. So I think Katomi actually has to stay down here more. That being said, though, he is going cross Wex. Actually, I think everyone knows Stormstorm 99% of the sort, but he's going to
be able to put on, and indeed, takes another tower. Yeah, I mean, overall, we'll talk about kind of make those moves. Even if he was able to make them towards mid, is a bit hard to sort of catch and go in that toss back as compared to damage to defense in least early game running back.
No, I mean, I think he would still be able to. It's just about the cooldowns. If you see the swash being used, then you can make the go.
Yeah.
But I think my big thing that I'm looking at is I think just Watson's going to have way harder time. And he's countered in the game too, playing versus Blood. He's going to be slowed down from the constant spams that come out, and we'll see what Fishman's able to do to kind of offset that. Fishman at the moment, he's got a Centaur Courser. I mean, this is... Well, it was some magic resist, at least for Watson versus Zai's going to have an absolutely...
Sure, which is going to be a big difference from Zai had a slow start. Yeah, Watson, of course, was getting kills handed. Like 3-0-1 at 7 minutes in. This game, when he's playing the Slark, with the sort of laning situation that round, probably not going to be anything similar in terms of it. So,
I'd say he's playing a better hero overall.
Yep.
Like in grand scheme of games, because I think TB is a pretty tough hero to make work, even though Watson does make it happen sometimes. However, he's playing with Fuzzy. So it's, you know, the overall game for him is still going to be challenging in the middle.
Time down here. Map.
Watson, how much is Chen going to be able? He doesn't have Headdress. Fishman actually went for the ring. And he doesn't even have the aura. He actually takes pen. Most of the times we see, even though Divine Favor is one of... One armor, one regen. Usually you do want to see if he can stop this. And he might just be dead here. Another set of axes. Zai landed.
Zai. Just an item. day difference in terms of Zai's beginning this time round on the Beastmaster in this game too.
And he's gonna have, I mean, he gets first blood, which is massive for a hero like Beastmaster when you're in this type of lane. He's got arcane boots in it. And he's playing with a Rubik, so the constant spam that's gonna come out onto Watson, it'll, right now, Watson, as you said, is farming very well.
He's hitting the creeps fine.
Zai is also.
How are they doing? So just the stick charges and the fairy fires. The arcanes are out there. The spam's going to be.
这找到的东西真神奇。
Still winning the mid lane. 21-5 versus Ingalier. Passing him should have a very good timing. I haven't gotten to see too much Meteor Hammer Invokers. I know he's ran it a couple times. It's looked pretty good, but we got to see the original back in the day. The Thompson Meteor Hammer Invoker from the days. As long as you're playing around it nicely, it can be pretty damn strong. They don't have the quick lift bit.
And do you imagine when sort of Stormstorm play, will he go back to the Midas after Meteor Hammer, or do you...
That's a risk. I don't think. But, I mean... Or lead the ups if he's able to find. I personally don't. A bit too greedy playing with the Slark on your team. Toby, he actually takes the blood right. Okay, though.
I mean, he's relying on the Siphon. Okay. So he can dive in and take this. Relying on the Siphons a bit too much there, Toby. Could survive through that damage.
He got body blocked a tiny bit too, like Mickey got in front of him, so he does connect. And there's a lot of XP. That's a sad death for this Death Prop if he doesn't make it back down here in time. Range creep. Tommy will be happy.
Seven a bit of it. Top lane Watson, constantly so low. Not going to be an easy road to this last level toward 6 of Slark in this lane.
No, not playing. He does have this like forest troop, hill bow priest. Help him up with some heals if he needs that desperately. That's actually probably the best one that he could have gotten.
It really is in this sort of position, where you're just trying to keep the Slark alive until 6.
Spam.
Top lane.
Seconds.
Got Watson. He's actually able to get in and get the kill.
By himself.
All right.
Watson.
I mean, that'll definitely help him on his quest to the level 6. Just gets a solo kill on Zai.
That was very unexpected. Watson always impressing it. Yeah, this creep is doing work. Got both of the really good small camp, or small and medium. The mana regen and the health. Just gonna keep Watson pumped up. That'll fix things.
Really gets past that very rough stage lane.
Stormstormer is about to have level 4 Quas, and he's got his Meteor Hammer done, so he's gonna start being able to put that harassment onto Nisha. Again, we're looking at the triangle. The usual Beastmaster shenanigans are occurring. Stacks are there.
Okay.
Nisha's here.
Back in on this. Toby and Toby, they've got to try and run. Nisha will turn straight towards Toby in the trees. Toby trying his best with the Dukes. Toby, what are the toss back? Look right. Allow them to get the setup to go for more. Mickey dives in and down. Toby's able to TP away. Trees, wait up for Rolling Thunder and get out of there without have anything else. Escape.
Fishman dies top though. Step up a little. Foxy inside.
Yeah, for 6. I mean, we've seen he's already been able to get solo kills. He can kind of be left with his own devices top. Bring Nisha rotation.
Mid game will still be a depressing point. Feels like Slark versus. Stormer somehow just walks up against the enemies anyway. Okay. And he is starting to get Meteor Hammers on our Nisha.
The setup, Avalanche. out and Nisha crashing down onto him.
That's the best spell that they have, just a soft commit. That is the stop as again.
Yep.
Starting. Find the op sword quick, Watson. No, I mean he's delayed very nice. That solo kill really was a big difference.
It really was. It does get him as a start faster.
Tommy hanging around the area. The two supports are very low.
Back
to the tornado, which will stop the toss and
EMP,
against the EMP hitting him. Okay.
You know, you turn up back to the lane and you lose out of your mana.
They're gonna itemize for like how many? I mean, I don't even know how many arcane boots. They could even have 4 arcane boots inside of the liquid. So we are playing for squad specs. You always want to make sure you do have quite a lot of those.
Oh.
Fishman.
No way he's getting it out with that. Charge for a TP. The shield crash there. We catches him. And down bottom inside him. Grounded by the 3 of them. Cats at me. Storm up. Take him out now. Go, Sam. Take this tier 1 tower off the map.
夜眼中塔正受到攻击，
he's got
天
roll.
辉下塔正受到攻击，天辉军团全面加固。
Yeah, anytime soon. 1-4.
Flip side, Watson standing his
夜
ground.
眼
Gonna have
中
an echo
塔
saber
正
for
受
some
到
timing.
攻击，
Side.
天辉下
Don't
塔
cheat
已
on
被
those
攻
stacks. I like that he makes his way toward middle. I mean, right now, like some small mini aura things. Timing on his shard. Be at the exact same time as the Lord. He doesn't even go. But I would hope so.
Yeah, well, you don't want to see Zai change him.
I mean, we have seen. I've seen a couple of these Beastmasters. Sometimes they just go like Great Pack instead, or something like that.
Yeah, I think when we had
keep it.
33 do.
Yeah, so it could be an option if he does see that Chen go first. Start getting aggressive. More cleanup. Very good timing. Watson, top of the net worth.
夜眼中
Getting
塔
spammed and
正
spammed
受
and
到
spammed. They
攻
were.
击，
Or maybe he was able to skirt himself.
That solo kill is
Big grab.
for that one at all there, Mickey.
And Stormstormer, he is going Midas, by the way. Good call on that.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. You
Okay.
kind of get the meat hammer enough, and if you don't get the Midas after the meat hammer, it's this bit of your game's just going to... You know, you have to, there's so much pressure to do stuff on the map. If you don't, you're just going to be focused. There's nothing on the rest of the game.
天辉
Let's
下
cause you in
塔
mid-game,
正
though,
受
where you're
到
going to
攻
have like
击，
ETB and stuff a little bit later versus Angle on these gaps.
I think one of the reasons we get away with it as well is Watson comes.
Yeah,
You know, it's not like the slot
true.
struggle. Watson's making the call, he's like, I'm having a great
夜
time.
眼军团正在
Kobe.
Good to have him here. Got a little bit of a heal from the Siphon. Try his best to dodge out the thunder.
夜眼上塔
Catch on
正
the other
受
side
到
of
攻
things, we'll
击，
manage to TP away.
死亡。
Side turns up mid. Already very low. Arcane runes pops bottom. Good.
夜眼中塔正受到攻击，
Mana now
夜
to
眼
the
军
tower.
团全面加固，
What to be done here by Entity on this one.
The creeps to get the
夜
knife.
眼中塔已被反哺，
He is okay. So he is still gonna go for the mech on Fish, rather than Toby going for it on the death roll. Like lens, right? Like most people just saw the lens. Quite fragile.
天辉上塔正受到攻
Already
击，
having a slow start, of course.
Yeah.
Right now, lowest net worth cause.
Could be a bit concerning.
Probably me.
天
Great
辉
way to
信
just
使
control him.
已被
He
击
smashed a
杀，
roar or a rupture.
I mean, that's what do you think? You don't really like yours.
It sounds infinitely better than a lens at the
Okay.
moment, but I'm just
Sure, but
saying
that's
what I've seen
what
most
you-
players
sure, what
do
Death
what they
Prophet's
do.
been doing.
I mean, I can get behind it. But he's okay.
Okay.
Lotus. Going Lotus, an item that we've not seen too much lately, by the way. This item has kind of disappeared in this last half.
I mean, it is a good Lotus game.
It definitely
you know, you've got 3 big ultimates coming in onto a single target.
Very true.
Get him a turn in. The Thunder will catch Fishman in the river. Turned up for the fight.
烈焰上塔正受到攻击。
Great, their support.
烈焰军团
And of course, one
全
thing
面
this says is
加
well, I think the
固。
Lotus nice in the sense that kind of addressed it. He's not having a great game. He just wants to be able to throw his Lotus really on the slot.
Sure, yeah. Reflect one of these big spells, of course.
烈焰上塔正受到
Well, they might make it again.
Some of the damage coming in, but it's not enough to save it.
Huge kills.
Nisha, he came in to try and help out a bit.
Foxy's got stolen exorcism, though.
天辉下塔正受到攻击。
Two.
Advantage of having scared of just getting burst.
Catch on him. Trouble, but he's back under the tower. Stormer. Set up.
Might just kill him. It's gonna be pretty close.
What a nightmare. That Foxy with a stolen EMP. He's trying to burn the mana of Katomi, but joke's on him. Katomi still had the 1 charges. The mana was able to get back up. Does still go down himself. Having to use... take him down. Katomi's going to be...
宝贵的赏金。
Chance to take out the Rubik. Long down used upon him. 2 minutes. It's out.
And Stormer, I mean, being super active, he's already got his Midas, so yeah. Timing is amazing.
It's going to
kick back everything I was saying.
He's up there at the top and passing Watson. Play the game as both be able to.
Best hero for a reason. Making it work right now. Watson getting all the space in the world. He almost has Aghanim's. Much better game for him than his counterpart at the moment. Mickey, sure he has 4 kills, but Mickey being found a few times, his BKB's got quite a bit later. Zai, though, still having a pretty top net worth of his cores. But soon on the horizon, he's making the move.
I'm moving, trying to find something.
Kobe, Lotus Orb is very early, even though he is bottom net worth of the cores, does have that finished. And as you say, besides even just the ultimates, the Lotus Orb does have its benefits for casual small spells, like the Enfeeble, that will start coming out from Insania later on.
天辉军团
Yeah, it's
正在扫描。
really nice in the sense that he puts the Lotus on like a slot, doesn't have the slots going in. Only spell that they have really to start a fight on it is Rolling Thunder. Outside of that, there's no setup Slark's going to care about at all. Or anything. If Overtoke ever get them. Pretty much impossible outside the Rolling Thunder to safely
烈焰
engage
下塔
Lotus
已被
target.
摧毁。
No, definitely, you know, that was our item recommendation. Or the best of the situation that he's in. Ward placed. Amnesia. Probably gonna get it. Has a sentry.
Up to pair of boots in.
Yep. Back done. You have to know that Zai has the Helm of Overlord now, so I really want to see him. I honestly don't even get the boot. For him, I would say just kill him.
What if he just doesn't get the shot at all?
Then I won't understand. Then I will not understand why they did it.
He's got to be good enough. Obviously, it will take time to get there. Yeah, he's not Jen. Soon.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't, I will be very confused. He's got Philosopher's Stone. That'll help. And now Entity, they have a Blink Dagger also on. We'll find the D ward. Start getting more. We can start getting involved with this.
You just hope to see that shard get queued up, otherwise it's going to be a big question mark.
Oh yeah, that's really what it is. It's just otherwise I'm very curious to see why they really wanted to. I know a lot of his heroes pretty much all of them were taken out, but then why would you want to? Yes, the ore in the lane, but no one goes for it.
The little plays with the heal creep and stuff in the lane did make things nice for Watson. Sure. Early creep play from Fish.
收获颇丰。
Roche. Go back away. They want to take a fight instead, but it's the smoke. Oh!
The start things in. Tornado empty onto the two of them. BKB on the BKB. That's a Stormstorm. He's going to try and chase him out the hook draw onto the Tiny, but he's going to be fine. He exorcism him out. Liquid just popped right into this. They've lost 3. They'll lose the buyback on Insania. And even with Nisha crashing around the front of the Rolling Thunder, I don't think they can get back in on this. Liquid's got to back off.
Damage issues. Massive ones versus the mech and the Hand of God. That's
they
the other thing
collect
that
it.
works. Yep. Way too much heals. Nobody does anything.
And now they can just look towards the Roshan.
And even more kills.
Come in center again. It's a dieback on the Bane. A horrific fight there for Liquid.
Perfect smoke. Perfect engagement. The rupture comes out on Stormstormer, but he just stands his ground. All the heals get popped. He's starting to get into some damage issues.
Sure. Trying to swashbuckle in towards this Rolling Thunder on cooldown. Ultimately able to jump in. Might try for the steal with the swashbuckle on the shield crash. Definitely doing his best to try and dissuade Entity from being able to continue to pick this. Shadow Dance is still available for one.
Mickey has respawn.
Very low. Oh. Toby catching on to the two of them. Kind of cautious about how they finish it. Watson's trying to find some sort of way to hide and get his heals.
I mean, Nisha just keeps poking him.
And he's keeping him low. They get the telekinesis onto Watson. Watson's not on mana.
Uh-oh.
He's got pretty much no way out of this. He's not got mana for Shadow Dance.
Oh, and he doesn't have buyback. They're gonna get the Roche now on Liquid.
He's gonna get more. He's going in. And indeed, this sort of situation where no heals available with Mickey up, you know, they saw that slot. He's not able to hide anywhere at all. Cannot heal up. And after what looked like it was going to be Entity setting up for an easy Roshan, it just turns completely on its head. 4 dead on Entity. Liquid. They'll be able to step into the Roshan, find it as low as it is, and finish it off themselves.
Nisha and Mickey just playing off each other this series. I mean, Mickey dies early on in the top fight, but Nisha survives. Nisha just poking, whittling them down with these constant annoying swashbuckles. It's enough. They burn the man on the poor Slark.
Relax lang.
Get that Roche after that top fight.
致命迅捷。
Definitely got to see a bit of that beauty from Fishman though. The mech plus that Hand of God in the fight. And he has queued up.
Stormer.
Oh, no way.
He's out of mana.
Oh, no way.
Dead. Very dead. Things are falling apart for Entity in a matter of minutes.
万物皆为虚幻。
That just happened. Fishman did queue. All's good in the world. he queued up Arcane Boots, and I was like, uh-oh. You can definitely see a little bit of extra the reason why they did want it. The heals, they'll be pretty good, at least for initial go. They've got coverage of Aegis and Foxy. Nolan House attempting to get the lift.
Only after that series of events. Ground. Down onto the well.
Midas, it is delaying a little bit of that BK. Yes, he's getting levels in farm, but BK's gonna come draft a Liquid now, hit him for big timing.
Smite, but since this Aegis on me.
Got played.
夜眼上塔正受到攻击，正在扫描。
Bottom.
见你一次，打你2次。
The avenue to allows him to fight. Right now, the vision though, a bit difficult to walk through this area versus Liquid walking wards.
夜眼上塔正受到攻击，夜眼军团全面加入。
Going for like small kind of items.
受到攻击。
That's problem. He is really falling behind on that.
夜眼上塔已被摧毁。
It's gonna be a lot more difficult. Going for the Greaves. He's like, okay, you guys have all this heal and stuff like that. Maybe now we'll be able to counteract you guys inside the fights. Damage with Death Prophet, if the fights are long, they'll be able to take targets out, but these fights are short. Also,
夜眼中塔正受到攻击，天辉下塔正受到攻击。
the shard. It's online.
Smoke up themselves, Liquid. Minute and a half.
Has to be careful. Go close to BKB. Oh no.
She's got the idea. In they go. No hesitation. No drop the raw. Make sure they can keep him controlled. There's no saving him.
He's getting very close to it. Lose about 200. Oh, that's a... Oh, he can steal it back. Buy the shard.
Buy the shard. He needs the shard, of course. But indeed, might see these ancient creeps switching hands pretty quickly.
Hey, this is big too, because he can start making his own army. Now he's got a little bit more auras, some attack speed aura for his allies too. Blow the game open. Joker desperately needs the BKB to show up into any of these.
为了双子，
Upside down completely.
幻象，
The way it happened so quickly. They were able to enter into that pit after a fight that looked awful. They lost what, like kind of 3 years. They lost Insania twice.
They didn't touch anything. Yeah.
They didn't get anything in return. But has it worked enough? Coming in hard with that punch back. Harder than
Oh, little swashbuckle. Pango, super great hero to play against if he's able to get 5-6 swashbuckle. Ancient versus Ancient, taken back. And dishes in.
Fishman, very much dead. We're trying to get the heals up. He'll still fall. Watson's going to try and enter him from the back. It looks towards Insania, but the heals are there. Still, it's going to be 5. There you go. And now they just turn around. Mickett wants the BKB. But they go Katomi, take down Toby. Entity, they've got no place in this fight anymore. They have to run.
They're crumbling completely. Exo gets popped. He dies in 2 seconds. As we said, he's very fragile. And Boxy, he steals Exorcism. Or sorry, he steals Hand of God. So not even Insania goes down. The jump initially happened. They get the heal plus the mech. Insania back up to full HP. And now...
That's pretty wild. Yeah, not a steal that you see happen every day.
No, it is so quick. Howard is dead. X as well. Probably undefendable.
They can stick around, Liquid. Not really a whole lot they need to be scared about from Entity.
Run and steal the Ancient. I mean, last time him stealing the Ancient actually got him killed. He stole the Ancient, it got taken back, and then they just full initiated on him. And Fishman, I think he's tough to really make the call here. That's him, but he had to use Hand of God and Mac for himself. That means nobody else on your team is actually benefiting from the heals.
夜眼上塔正受到攻击。
And now, full Aghanim's 3-0 and 10.
Players like me, DY was a draft.
天黑下塔正受到攻击。
How he survived everything. I can't believe he has 0 deaths. I actually thought he'd haven't been able to bring down Nisha. I also.
天辉军团正在扫描。
Probably. Seeing the itemization from them, they're playing versus Slark. Didn't want to point this out earlier, but lots of different fights. Check out the 4 staffs. Yep. Staffs. Even Zai buying one of his own, knowing that it's that important in this game. Insania probably making the call. Hey guys, I'm kind of under farmed. I want my lengths. Spells. Buy a gem. This is one of those like advantageous gems. So this is like, oh my god, we're constantly under vision. Hawks are causing us huge problems.
We'll reveal anyone for that. Side of things. It's more than a tiny.
Tanya is And they have a hawk
I mean,
on
if they
top
get a
of
further
Watson.
catch.
Oh, Watson. Oh, he just gets gripped. Whoa. Liquid. That is
夜眼下塔
so
正
many
受到攻
consecutive.
击。
Literally in the last 10 minutes, and see, that was the last time that fight happened.
夜眼下塔被摧毁。
Kind of get down to the wide
夜眼
playing
下
liquid.
塔正受到攻击。
Outplay it. It's entity that willing to deal with it.
夜
They
眼
each
军
and
团
every
全
time
面
liquid
加固。
getting
夜
much
眼
more
下
out
塔
of
正
trades
受
out of
到
the
攻
moose
击。
map. Point it's hold up in their base.
夜眼下
Crazy
塔
what something like a hawk can do to a game, right? That was just a beast of the hawk that gave vision of the slot for a second, and then Insane is just there with the smoke to get the catch. He's talked about how important vision is in big games.
天辉
Even though
上
there's a
塔
smart
正
to
受到
counteract
攻
some of
击
the。vision, hawks are very little hope.
And okay, just so far ahead. Oh, Scardy.
Stormstormer, even though he had a very good start to the game as
夜
well,
眼军团
he
正
has
在
fallen
走
off. It's got BKB, he hasn't even been able to use.
钱归我了。
Looking away the damage.
Back up in 20 seconds. So hold this area.
Stormstormer blinks in.
Oh, of course, still there. Shut forward as well.
Now no BKB for the fight. And they used Hand of God. And the Depth Shroud. Honestly, that was like 3 pretty big spells there.
And Roshan's going to be
And
back up.
Roshan's up. That was a roar used. Dangerous spells committed on the side of Entity. And Watson, he still doesn't have BKB, so he also doesn't feel good to be walking into the fights. He's gonna die fast. Themselves and can't fight. God, no man.
肉山被天辉
Nice
击
dodge
杀。
on that. Stormstormer goes out straight towards him. BKB on cooldown. He's got nothing to help himself. Stormstormer taken out. We'll see over to the side. Fishman caught in the river.
Toby's gonna die too.
It might be getting to the point where they call it. Yeah. This is looking pretty over for Entity. Liquid crushing them in every single moment, really, in the second half of the game.
夜眼下路兵营正受到攻击。
The other step into the tree. Stolen avalanche from Boxer. Catches him.
Knock back into the bounce.
The BKB's up because he's able to run out. Without anything else able to catch him under the damage at the fountain.
夜眼
The
下
bottom
路
racks
兵
will be
营
taken. Boxing. Jumping to set up for more. What's looking at the BKB? Not time to remove the raw. Find any kills from this. In the damage part, it's going to take a lot of hits to get anything. He's not going to have the chance to get nearly enough hits to do any sort of damage. Liquid, they get the racks.
They're gonna keep going, it feels like.
It's hard because Ages have what they're scared of Liquid right now. 18k lead.
The thing they don't have is the roar at the moment. Okay, maybe they do actually give. Don't want to throw this incredibly large advantage from the. Could have done. They want to take the safer route, finish up those neutral items. Watson versus playing into those counter matchups that we were talking about.
Rubik's about to overtake the DP. See.
天辉上塔正受到攻击。
为了双子，
I think it's smart. They're letting the lanes naturally push in. And this is the same choice. in. They've got rollback available. He just has no damage now too, right? Watson, BKB Aghanims and stuff like that. Yeah, you've got ways to catch and get on target.
夜眼上塔正受到攻
He
击，
stacks in order to... Alacrity will be the only thing that maybe allows him to take...
Right, even from their own high ground is
夜眼上塔正受到攻击，
jump forward. To the Pango, but Nish is able to get out to the side. They'll turn with the roll. Onto the
grip.
off in the grips there. They hold down Stormstormer, losing his mana. He's going to be able to survive with that initial attempt from Liquid, but Nisha rolls back across with the Thunder. Him and Fishman down. Totally worth the fall. 3 dead on Entity. No buyback available on them, and Watson, he just hasn't got the damage to get the job done. He tried to go for Zai. Defensive nightmares there from Insane, and with Shadow Dance coming to an end, Watson's got the run. Not gonna have that luck. Triple kill for Nicky. GG is called. Liquid take game 2. The series is 2-0.
I mean, Anthony, they had that one good fight, and I mean, maybe things could have changed completely if they were able to actually finish off that Roshan and stuff like that. But Liquid, I mean, Nisha in particular, the pokes from his Pango, they make the magic happen, and then from there,